Yo, what is up, YouTube, man? Happy Thursday, bro.
Thursday night
It's
baseball
like
from
7 in the
Coors Field
morning,
in
and I'm
Denver.
making
Tonight
this
the
video.
road trip continues
So,
with
man,
the first
the
of
road
four
trip
between the
continues.
LA Dodgers
So, guys, you
and
guys
the
can see I'm
Colorado
67 and
Rockies.
15.
The Dodgers find
Yesterday's
themselves
video,
on
I
an
lost.
impressive
But
9-game winning streak.
unfortunately,
They'll try
but
to
then a
push
good
it
thing
into
for
double
me.
digits next.
But unfortunately thing, because it counts, I can't take it back. The Arizona game didn't save, as John Gray is the pitcher for the Rockies. 4.13 ERA is. Andrew McCutchen steps into the beautiful Coors Field. But unfortunately, the Arizona game did not save. So I went in, I simulated it, and the Dodgers won 8-1. Because I didn't know another fair way how to do it. So technically, we'd be 66 and 16 right now. But I'll take the 67 and 15 or whatever. Because that's a off the wall, and that's a leadoff triple for Andrew McCutchen at Coors Field. And we have a runner in scoring position. He's at third. Andrew McCutchen. Great way to start off the night. And so yesterday, since we lost, but technically since I simmed and we won, we don't say we won. Just unfortunately the game didn't save for some reason, as this is hit to right field. And this is going to be able to get the one and only Andrew McCutchen home, maybe Blackman's throw, and it's 1-0 Dodgers early in this game. That is not what these Denver fans wanted to see, as here comes Brandon Crawford. So pretty much we get the win in Arizona. I'll tell you what happened pretty much. Walker Buehler pitched really good. He got his 12th win on the season. He gave up 1 run, and that was without me pitching. So we get the victory, but we take the L when I played, but we win. And I saw some of y'all comments, some of y'all said it was Frankie's fault for calling, and I should have won that game. So I guess good. I guess it just came to good, and you know, we get the win, and we are 67 and 15 now. 2-2 count to Crawford, and that's a strikeout. John Gray. What a good pitch. As I just took a sip of my Monster. And after brushing your teeth maybe 20 minutes ago, drinking a Monster does not taste that good. As, yeah. And here comes John Gray with the pitch, and it's bowling. So 1-0 Dodgers in the top of the first. Andrew McCutchen led it off with a triple. And then David Freese brought him in with an RBI sacrifice fly. So the Dodgers, man, were on a winning streak. We swept Arizona. Like I said, the unfortunate of that, and so you know, I'm gonna have to act like we won that game, because technically we did, and technically we didn't. So yeah, so Maeda is on the mound, 2.42 ERA. He's really good. Well, he got beat up earlier this season here in Coors Field, and ever since then, the struggle's been real for the one and only Maeda, as it's fouled off. So we sweep the Arizona D-backs. Now we're here in Denver, trying to at least win 3 out of 4 or get the sweep here. It's going to be a very hard series to sweep the Rockies, especially since we saw them last week, and they know our game plan. It might be a little cold in Denver right now because Maeda got the long sleeves on. He's blowing on his hand, and that's a strikeout. And Russell Martin's going to have to make a good throw to first to Cody Bellinger, and he does, and that's out number 1. So a strikeout for Kenta Maeda, man. Great job for Maeda. And here comes Daniel Murphy, man. Murphy hitting 286. He's doing really good for this Denver team, but it's popped up, and Cody Bellinger's going to be able to range in and get the second out of this inning. And Daniel Murphy is going to go sit back down in the dugout and try and go talk to Bud Blackman, ask him what the heck just happened. As here comes Charlie Blackman hitting 289. Very close batting average to Daniel Murphy. Daniel Murphy's 3 points behind Charlie Blackman, so Blackman is a little bit better. But it's hit right to Bellinger. Bellinger's been busy in this inning, as he makes 2 nice plays after the strikeout, and we'll get back to hitting with Kike Hernandez coming in. And he's hitting 5th today. He's playing shortstop. usually I try and load the lineup with lefties, but Seager's tired, and
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the
they don't
page.
say I
This
took
guy
that
can
one.
help the roster in a lot
So,
of different ways. He brings value
Seager's
to the manager
tired
on a daily basis.
and stuff, so. And Chris Taylor's tired. He usually starts as this is crushed to right field, and this might be off the wall once again. And it's actually gone. Kike Hernandez hits a home run here in Coors Field to make it 2-0. And John Gray to right field in this game ain't looking good. So good job from Hernandez. A home run to make it 2-0. And here comes Josh Peterson with the strikeout. Strike one to Josh. Not a good job right there from John Gray in these first 2 innings, giving up runs. That's not what you want if you're the Rockies or Rocky fans. And our pitching staff don't get any easier after Maeda. Maeda is the worst pitcher in our starting rotation. If you're the Rockies, you want to take complete control of that. But now you're losing 2-0 in the top of the second. Like, there's a lot of game to go. I know that. But with the way we've been against the Rockies and the way we played against them last week in LA, I feel like we have a big advantage to win this game already. As here comes the pitch to Verdugo and has popped up the left field. This is not gonna drop. So that was retired. No, that's only 2 outs, and here comes Russell Martin hitting 264, bro.
He'll get his first opportunity in this one.
And 264 and taking strike one away. Man, it's crazy how Russell Martin went from struggling to coming unglued and doing something good for us, getting base hits and doing what he does best and help a team out when it's needed. But I still like Austin Barnes as our starter, as that's hit into the gap. That read by Blackman, and that's a double for Russell Martin. Yes, I mean Maeda has to hit, but you know that was a great job from Russell Martin right there, just so we could flip the lineup and we have the top of the order coming back up in the top of the third. Like, good job, unless Maeda gets a base hit as I took a weird hack right there for strike one. Should have taken that pitch, but I just swung. So it's an 0-1 count to Kenta Maeda. John Gray trying to pitch out of this trying to pitch out of Russell Martin's double, and he's on an 0-2 count to Maeda, and this is looking really good for John Gray. Comes the pitch from Gray to Maeda, and that's ball one. So 1-2
count at the plate.
1-2 to Kenta. Strike three, really bad swing as Kike Hernandez makes it 2-0. We left Russell Martin out on our third. As here comes Nolan Arenado, one of the best third basemen in the game. Leads the All-Star voting as that's hit and that's gone. So it makes it 2-1 as Maeda's struggle continues. And of course it comes against the Rockies at Coors Field, where he has not done good earlier this season here. And he's back in pitching, back in Denver. That's strike one to David Dahl. So as I was saying, Nolan Arenado leads all third basemen in All-Star voting. Kershaw leads All-Star voting for pitching. Chris Taylor leads the All-Star voting for center fielders. And yeah, as this is hit over to David Freese. Great play from Freese, you know, going to third and playing in that situation. And here comes Trevor Story. He leads the league in home runs, and his buddy Nolan Arenado just cranked one out of here to make it 2-1. Dodgers are still in the lead, but Trevor Story could tie this game up with a blast easily because he leads the league in home runs. We're playing in Coors Field, and the elevation here makes the ball fly. That's a strikeout from Maeda. Great job from Maeda getting the second K of the game. Nolan just got a good fastball, and you know, I threw it and I thought he wouldn't swing in it because it was in his zone where it says he's not good at, but the ball must have looked pretty darn good because Nolan Arenado cranked that one out of here as he and Desmond is on his 0-2 count. And Desmond hitting 262 for the Rockies. And doing that at Coors Field, I feel like he'd be a way better player if he could start hitting for the Rockies. And we're trying to get another K with Maeda, as this is hit to left field, and Jock Peterson will be able to range in and get the out. But after Nolan Arenado does damage to make it 2-1, we're going to the top of the third. And great job from the best third baseman in this game, Nolan Arenado. Here comes McCutchen again. Here comes the pitch from John Gray. That's ball one. The last AB Andrew McCutchen had, he got a triple off the wall in right field and hung long enough for him to get the third, and that's strike one.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's
and
all
John
about
Gray
getting that
throwing
front foot
heat,
down
1-1 count,
to allow your hands to start moving
and that's 1-2. So he goes from a 97-mile-per-hour fastball to an 80-mile-per-hour curveball. Really big change right there from McCutchen. And that's hit to Hampson, throw to Murphy, and Andrew McCutchen is out. So here comes David Freese sacrificing his last AB. The first pitch to David Freese, and that's ball one. Man, John Gray's kind of reminded me of Julio Urias. You know, being able to change the speed of that fastball and then throwing a curve as that's hit to left field. And that is gone. David Freese hits another home run on the year to make it 3-1 Dodgers. And I didn't think that thing was gone. I thought that was just going to be in the gap, but David Freese comes clutch earlier in this one, man. That barely made it through the seats, but it made it, and it made it 3-1 Dodgers early in this game once again. You know, I'm pretty sure if you're Nolan Arenado right now, you're thinking to yourself, man, I hit that home run, and then my pitcher, John Gray, as it's an 0-2 count across with those bad swings. I bet he's thinking, man, we were down by 1, now we're down by 2, thanks to the bad pitching staff I have here in Colorado. It's 1-2. And don't get me wrong, it ain't easy to pitch in Denver. The sea level and just how high up we are and the elevation of the ball, and it ain't easy, and I figured that out earlier this year. And even in this game, I threw a high fastball, and you know, most stadiums that maybe wouldn't have been gone. That ball when Nolan hit, yeah, it was a no-doubter, but that's probably because we're in Denver. If that happened in maybe San Diego or LA, maybe it would have been out, but not that far back into the seats. As here comes Bellinger. 1-0 count to Cody. Man, I don't know what to do with Bellinger's stance. Like, I really thought this one was going to work for me, because the first game I played with it, I did really good. But then all of a sudden, I started to slump with it. Like, maybe I give him Max Muncy's stance. Like, I don't know what to do, bro. Y'all told me, find a stance that makes Cody Bellinger good. And Cody Bellinger, for me, is really struggling. But that's hit to left field, as he's 1 for 2 now. So I don't know, like, I do good with this stance and I don't. Like, it's a frustration, and I know he's such a good player, and in this, it's making him look foolish as he's on first base now. Hitting the pitch to Hernandez, who hit a home run, well, barely got out. But it got out to make it 2-0 before Nolan hit that home run. As Cody Bellinger, man, wow, they got Cody Bellinger. Great job from John Gray. But as David Freese hits a home run on a hanging curveball to make it 3-1, the Dodgers scored another run. And here comes Chris Iannetta hitting 271 and hits it right back up the middle. And Andrew McCutchen is going to get the out. And here comes John Gray, who's hitting just 100 on the season. Man, John Gray, no RBIs, no home runs, and just 100 batting average. Man, if you're John Gray, that just kind of shows that the Rockies, when he's up, never has anybody in scoring position. Because if you had somebody at third, no outs, you bunt with John Gray, you'll bring that runner home. But obviously, it really looks like the Rockies are struggling. That's a 2-0. 2-2 now, 2-2 count to John Gray. So we work back in the at-bat, and now he gets a base hit And that's going to be a single for John Gray. As I was just saying, how if anybody was on, they'd maybe sacrifice bunt, but maybe they'd maybe hit with John Gray as he pokes one right down the line past David Freese. And here comes Garrett Hampson. Maeda pitching out of the stretch, and that's strike one. 93 miles per hour for Maeda. He has a solid fastball if it knows how to break and land it. Do everything as it's an 0-2 count. It must be kind of chilly here in Denver because Maeda keeps on blowing on his hand. But come on June 27th, it shouldn't be that cold, guys. It's an 0-2, and that's going to be a base hit. And Jock Peterson's going to chuck that puppy to second, but John Gray gets there on time. And here comes Daniel Murphy. This is not looking good for Maeda, trying to get all this inning. That's ball one. Maeda, man, not doing what he does. I mean, doing what he doesn't. What am I talking about? He's doing what he usually does, man. Pitch good, then start sucking, and it just gets worse from there. As this is gonna, and Verdugo's gonna drop it, and bases are loaded. Man, Verdugo trying to make a nice play out there, but the ball dropped. And here comes Charlie Blackmon. Bases are loaded, 1 out. He could do damage. Here comes the pitch and strike one to Charlie Blackmon. Man, Hampson has good speed. Anything in the gap scores him. Daniel Murphy maybe getting to third. As this is crushed. Andrew McCutchen on the run. McCutchen. All runners are tagging besides Daniel Murphy. As it's 3-2. Maeda trying to work out this inning. But here comes the one and only David Dahl. I mean, no, Nolan Arenado. And be careful with Nolan. Strike one with the slider. Not going with the fastball. Curveball, here we go. Strike two. 35 pitches for Maeda. Here comes the fastball. Inside. And that's a take from Nolan Arenado. 1-2 count in Arenado. Here comes the slider. And it gets popped up into center field. It's carrying, but it will die. And Maeda gets out of a big jam, man. He gave up a run, but he got out of it. It could have been a lot worse. And he only gives up a run. So great job right there from Anthony Maeda. And that's ball one to Hernandez. Man, that was crazy. That inning, the bottom of the third, the Rockies trying to win these games. And even if they would, like, it would matter, but then it wouldn't because we're so high up in the division. As it's a 2-1 count to Hernandez and now 3-1. And man, John Gray not having good control. He's really struggling here at the dish. I mean on the
3-2 full count.
On the mound at the dish. 3-2 to Hernandez.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Hernandez getting walked, taking pitches, and doing what he does best, making pitches work. Man, that AAA stint for Hernandez really changed his game. Yes, he still has the worst batting average on the team, but he's being productive sometimes. Sometimes he ain't, sometimes he really is. He's a really, wow, ball 2 from the pitcher, and I'm surprised that was ball. Now I know as I'm pitching with Maeda, yeah, this dude does not take low fastballs, and that's going to be a base hit for Jock Peterson. But as I was saying about Hernandez, man, earlier this season, he was crappy. He wasn't a good player. He struggled. And then I sent him to AAA for like 2 weeks. Came back, struggled a little bit, and then started to do good. And Alex Verdugo might be the same way now. Verdugo started the season off hot, and he does good when he needs to. But sometimes it'd be nice if I could take pitches with him and not be swinging at foolish pitches. I feel like if I put him in AAA, made him work on his eye, because you can make players what you want to, like, you can make, oh, this might be a double play, Verdugo safe at first, so, that's one out. You could, like, you could put what you want your players to work at. Like, right now I have Bellinger working at the batting cage before the game, and even though they all take BP, but, like, I have him on working on certain stuff, like contact. And same with Hernandez, he's still working at the cage. I think Verdugo is working on the cage. Russell Martin's working on the cage, and for Russell Martin, it's really paid off. All of a sudden, he's hitting 264 earlier, I saw. And he's doing really good. It's already an OT account, but strike 3. As here I am talking about him, but you know, yeah, we just struck out there. Oh man, I really wish Martin would have got a base hit. But as I was saying, man, Russell Martin hit the cage, and all of a sudden his batting average just went way up. Yes, he's not the starting catcher anymore, because Austin Barnes took him over that job, which I like. But all of a sudden, he's in the cage, he's back up, he's doing really, really good. I don't think he came to LA to be a starter. He came to be a bench player and a bench catcher, to watch Austin Barnes do what Austin Barnes does, and that's catch, and be the starting catcher, and have the starting role for the Los Angeles Dodgers pitching staff. There goes Verdugo, and that's strike 3. Just took it. That's the second K of the game for Maeda. Here comes David Dahl, man. 0 for 1. Here comes the pitch for Maeda, and that's strike 1. I'm pretty sure if David Dahl wasn't on the swing at that, his umpire would have called that a ball. Get up and back to the middle, but Crawford with the range, and Crawford with a good strong throw to Bellinger. And good thing Cody Bellinger's tall and Zelda overshot him with the way that ball was thrown. As here comes Trevor Story, the one who leads the leagues in home runs. 0 for 1 in this game. Facing Maeda, man, that's a righty, and I feel like I have a good just a good matchup in this game against Trevor Story with all the righties in the bullpen. Because I'm pretty sure that Trevor Story crushes lefties better than he does righties, and it's kind of showing in this AB that he's kind of struggling. His first AB, he went chasing after the slider, and he does it again in this at-bat. Another strikeout for Maeda. Third K of the game. And here comes the one and only Ian Desmond, 0 for 1 as well. And that's strike 1 on the corner. This time, this time Liam called that low fastball. But he didn't call it for the Rockies, which I'm okay with, but I'm pretty sure the Bud Black, as this is hit back the middle. And McCutcheon's going to make a throw over the first, man. I was just testing the arm and McCutcheon real quick. I just run to see if I can now good lucky play. So here comes Chris Iannetta, 0 for 1 in this game. John Gray on deck. And if you're Iannetta, you need one with a gap, and you need Ian Desmond to get on his horse and score all the way from first. As that's exactly what the doctor ordered. And that's going to tie the ball game. And wow, just what the doctor ordered, man. Just what I was saying. And that's exactly what Chris Iannetta does for the Rockies. He delivers in that situation. And now it's 3-3. And here comes John Gray, who's 1 for 1 in this game. And Maeda, man, of course I jinxed myself, but that's exactly what the Rockies needed. They needed a nice play. They needed a hit from Iannetta. They needed him to step up, and that's exactly what he did. Maeda is struggling on the mound today. But what's new here in Denver from Maeda is this has popped up. If this drops, this ain't good. McCutcheon gets there.
He makes the play. A great catch on the
run. But as Chris Iannetta ties this ball game with a double in the gap and scores Ian Desmond, that's just a hard situation for us to take away. And like I said before, and I'll say it again, Maeda, his stint where he started to really struggle this season was here at Coors Field. And that was maybe 2 weeks into the season, and ever since that happened, 10th of Maeda, ain't the same Maeda who started the season. Like his first 2 starts were good. Then we came to Denver and they killed him. And then all season long, ever since then, it's been the same thing for Kenta Maeda. As it's a 1-2 count now to Andrew, 2-2 count to Andrew McCutcheon.
By the batter. There's great execution by the pitcher down and away. But that looked
wow,
like a late swing.
strikeout for John Gray.
Now a swing and a miss, and
5th of the game, and here comes David Freese, who hit a home run in his last debut. He has a sacrifice RBI, a home run, and he's having a pretty darn good game. As that's the strike 1. Man, John Gray throwing heat, hitting 90, like it's crazy.
Misses the
Ball
outside
1.
corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact.
Hit up the middle. This might be off the wall. And that's going to be a double for David Freese, who's killing it here at Coors Field and in Denver. Man, I was hoping that would be gone. I didn't really see the ball in the air. And the ball just kind of twisted in the air. And unfortunately, it just hit the wall. If it would have kept on going straight, we would have had another home run from David Freese. That's ball 1 to Brandon Crawford, who's 0 for 2. He's struggling, and he's trying to break out of this little slump for an 0-2. Here comes the pitch to Crawford. Crawford trying to do something. Hanger, and you can't hang one on Brandon Crawford. And this game is untied. 5-3. Oh my God, you can't hang one to Brandon Crawford like that. And if you do, that's exactly what happens, man. 98-mile-per-hour exit velocity, 5-3. And Brandon Crawford comes unglued here in Denver. And there's another base hit from the one and only Cody Bellinger. Bellinger on the high horse running the second, and he will be safe. Okay, maybe this batting stance is good. I just got a good timing with it. That's another double. And here comes Hernandez. 1 for 1 with that home run earlier.
Yeah, as you know, Dan, sometimes
walked in his last debut.
And
ball
no
1.
Swing, apparently, ball 1.
Man, if you're Ionetta, you're thinking, what the hell? I just tied the game. And then you're letting Brandon Crawford take you deep like that, as that's fouled off. Man, if that would have dropped fair, it would have been 6-3 Dodgers. And if there all these Rocky fans in this stadium, some of them have to be some Dodger fans, I know that. But you're already thinking, geez, this is going to be an entertaining series. And for you guys, it's already 5-3, top of the 5th. There's been a lot of offense. As that's hit back at the middle, and that'll be an out. That at-bat for Hernandez wasn't the best AB.
So a man at third here with 2 gone.
Here comes Jock Peterson, 1 for 2. Like, this series might be really explosive for both teams. That's popped up, and Nolan Arenado's going to come in and get the out. But after we untie the game with Brandon Crawford's home run to make it 5-3. Let's go. I'm feeling good. But now Maeda has like 20 more pitches to go in his pitch count. 70 is around his where he really messes up and really gets tired. But it's already 5-3. And now let's hit to Hernandez, and Hernandez with a nice play on that short hop and a strong throw to first for the first out. And here comes Daniel Murphy, singled in the 3rd.
He singled his last time out.
And now this is 5-4. Man, Daniel Murphy just crushed that ball. That hit like second deck. On the rooftop. That's the 3rd deck. No way. Where's that ball at? 3rd deck, bro. Whoa. That ball was absolutely crushed. 5-4. And now Blackman just hits a double, maybe. Verdugo is going to have to make a strong throw to first. I mean the second. And that's a single. That should have been a double. But that ball was just kind of slow. And here comes Nolan Arenado. This is not a good outing for Kenta Maeda, as that's strike 1 on the corner. The slider. 0-1 count to Arenado. Here comes the fastball, ball 1. Let's get him off the plate.
He went deep earlier, so that
Maeda
might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send it.
And this is crushed. The ball didn't break, and the Rockies take the lead 6-5. Man, maybe Maeda is a pitcher we gotta trade. I've tried. I've done everything I can with him, but he never comes out to succeed. And Craig Kimbrell is gonna warm up in the bullpen. Like, bro, I try and trust Maeda, but he doesn't do good. And I think it's time, as a manager and as the manager of the Dodgers, I think I want to go see if I could trade Maeda. I don't care if it's for a pitcher who doesn't do too hot, but I want a better pitcher, or at least somebody as good as Maeda, but a little better, bro, because Maeda has done nothing for us besides blow games, not do good. And this is the point where I'm getting close to July. The trade deadline's coming sooner rather than later, and I'd rather get the player while they're not as expensive than wait for him. And Trevor Bauer, man, he's looking hot, and I really want Trevor Bauer. I've said that so many times in this season that I want Trevor Bauer. Madison Bumgarner's on display, but I don't want him because he's a giant, and it's not because he's a giant. It's because the Rockies know him as well as that's a bad throw for Hernandez, and Trevor Story's gonna get on base luckily. I just don't want. I really don't want Madison Bumgarner. He's just another lefty. I want a righty. Trevor Bauer is on the free agency after this season. That means he wants the money to go to another team. No, he maybe wants to get traded, and he's a big trade right now. It's a strikeout. Man, Garrett Cole in Houston, he's like 1-10 in this franchise. This season's Brian Shaw with 3.65 ERA. Like, bro, Garrett Cole sucks for the Astros. Maybe I'll go steal him from them, bro, and make him good. I don't know, but we need to get rid of Kenta Maeda sooner rather than later. I'm gonna try and make a trade right after this video. I want Trevor Bauer or Garrett Cole now that I'm thinking about it, because he's a hell of a pitcher too. And I know you guys might be like, I feel like I've tried to give Maeda so many different chances, and he just never succeeds. As Nolan Arenado took him deep twice in this game, and one was to make the game theirs. As it's 6-5, the Rockies are looking really good in Denver. Not good in LA, but they're looking very, very good here in Colorado. And I don't know if it's because Maeda pitched. Tomorrow we got Rich Hill. Tomorrow, like, Rich Hill has hanging curves, but I'm pretty sure Rich Hill could get out of games and do what he does and help us win. Maeda, I feel like I said, I feel like I've given him so many damn chances, and he just blows them. And I think it's time we say goodbye to him. As I take the left field, Max Muncy's bringing a hit into this game for himself. And the lineup flips over, and here comes Andrew McCutcheon.
The best hitting teams roughly midway through the season, and we see there that this Dodger ball club currently leads the NL in that department.
1 for 3 of McCutcheon.
Its way. Hit in the air toward
into the
gap in right center.
gap.
After it is Blackman.
Blackman misses. This game is going to get tied. Another triple. 6-6, another RBI triple, and it's a tied game. The Dodgers offense getting Maeda out of this game. And here comes David Freese. Man, if you're Andrew McCutcheon, you're feeling hot in this game. I really thought Charlie Blackman was going to be able to make a nice play on that ball, but he dove and missed it. And if he would have caught that, that maybe would have been the best catch I've seen all season. But it's a 6-6 game in the top of the 6th. 2 for 2 is David Freese. And he pops that one up. And that will end this inning. But Craig Kimbrell will come out the pitch for the bottom of the 6th.
Bottom of the 6th inning on its way. But first, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. The 9 hits they've posted to this point is a nice number, to be sure. However, 4 of those were hit less than 90 miles an hour. Now, that's not any sort of ridiculous total, but it does point to their ability so far in the game to put bat on ball and find the holes in the opposition's defense.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Crumble getting a strike, and now getting strike 2 with the knuckle curve. 19 innings on this year, man. Very interesting situation for Craig Kimbrell. Not getting a lot of innings so far. The All-Star break's coming up. And he is one of the best relievers as I sit to right field on this ball club. Just doesn't really get used. Really doesn't. And, you know, he's like Pedro Baez and him are like our surprise pitchers. Pedro Baez has like an 0.71 ERA or something like that. Craig Kimbrell has like a 1.42. Looking to eat that a little bit down today. Well, tonight in this game. It's a 1-2 count, 97 Mark Reynolds.
That pitch looked like it could have
Man,
been a little high, but
he's done really good for Denver.
Kind of rough for a pinch hitter,
204 batting average in the game.
Where the zone has been.
So not so good in this. But he's done really good. He's hit to the right, and Bellinger's going to get the out. Craig Kimbrell is 1 out away of a clean inning for the Dodgers. And that's exactly what I feel like they need. I feel like we haven't had a clean inning for a while. Because Garrett Hampson, man, we just got to watch out how he is, bro. He's pretty quick. That's strike 2 with the knuckle curve. Russell Martin loving the pitches. Here comes a changeup. Haven't thrown one all the whole time he's been out here, and that's 1-2, which is a good take. We're going back with the fastball. Hit the left field, and that's a clean inning from Craig Kimbrell. Took 13 pitches, but it's a clean inning. It's a great job. And Heidi Watney with another report.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. 8 of their hits have gone for extra bases. So they're not only putting the ball in play and getting on base, they are doing so with authority. And that has this dugout feeling awfully good about themselves, guys.
And here comes Brandon Crawford against Mike Dunn. 7th inning, man. 6-6 game, and Mike Dunn is on the mound. He's going to throw ball 1 to start his night. 6 for 10 lifetime. Crawford is against Dunn.
He's taken him deep once.
1-0 count to Crawford.
Now a swing and a ball popped in the air.
That's going to be popped up, and Story's going to be able to make a play.
Backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
And
One gone now in the LA 7th, and that brings in the former National League Rookie of the Year, Cody Bellinger.
Dallas Keuchel warming in the pen for those 2 lefties.
First delivery to him on the way.
Strike 1 away from Bellinger.
For a strike.
Bellinger 2 for 3, a double and a single.
Important pitch in the game, Matty.
I wish he hit a bomb, bro. I feel like it's been a long time since we've seen a Bellinger bomb.
I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down on 1, your head's on a swivel.
And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Strike 3, 2 for 4, strike out, not a good at bat. And here comes Hernandez.
Stepping in, Kike Hernandez. He was a ground out victim last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a
hits Hernandez. Wow.
Gets him, and I doubt there was
I bet that, yeah, but I don't think that was intentional. Because that was probably a curveball that slipped. We're rivals, man. Screw the Giants. The Rockies and Dodgers are probably the biggest rivals right now in the NL West. Especially at Coors Field. The games are always good here, I swear.
Now the 1-0.
But this year we haven't had the best of luck here in Denver. And the first series we had here, we won at only 1 game. So we're back here trying to win this game, but even the Coors Field record against them
popped
up, and David Freese won't be able to get there.
And a diving
0-1
effort there at
count.
third. Good way to bruise your ribs. How much for one of them ribs?
0-2.
It's a foul ball. 0-2. Here it comes.
Change up, and that's a foul ball.
Baseline, but this will be a
I had
foul
Keuchel
ball,
warming
and
up in the
it's still
bullpen,
0-2.
but I really thought Krembo could get out of this inning.
And he fouls this one off.
You know, I want him to pitch another inning. Why not? You know, he barely
0-2.
gets used, and I'm pretty sure he could do this. But if
Daniel
Daniel Murphy lifts one and puts it into the stands, man,
Hey,
I'm
I'm loving this right now. Classic battle.
As he hits it into the gap, and that's going to be a leadoff double for Daniel Murphy. Oh my goodness. Why is this stadium so damn big?
And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff
Another
double.
hit.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving
for
up
Daniel
a
Murphy
fastball right
in
over
the
the
gap,
heart of the plate.
bro,
His eyes
in the
got
gap,
as big as saucers
and
as
he got a
blasted this
leadoff
thing,
double,
putting
and now
himself in
Blackman's up
scoring
here.
position to start off the
Craig Kremble
This has to
is
be a
trying to find the
productive
zone again.
right
Russell
here.
Martin really
I know
liking
you
that
want to drive the
fastball.
run in and get the RBI,
1-1 count to
but you
Blackman.
have to find a way, bare minimum, to move
2-1.
this runner over.
Charlie Blackman
The count
taking
now at
pitches
2-1.
and looking really good here in this AB.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out.
He hit the third,
Freeze is
David
there.
Freese. Nice
And
play.
the throw to first is in time.
So we
one
get
gone.
the first out of this inning. And here comes Nolan Arenado.
Will stand in again as
Which
he looks for home run
I'm gonna
number
walk him.
3 in the ball
I'm
game
walking him.
as we
He
flash
hit
you
2
back
home
here
runs
to
off
his
Maeda.
second home run. This was
And
back
David
in the
Dahl
fifth
would be
inning
coming
as
up.
he has the long ball working in his first few
So we're
at-bats.
gonna try and get a double play
Stepping
here.
up to the plate,
Dallas
David
Keuchel's
Dahl.
coming
Not
out.
much in the way of
We're looking for a double
productivity
play.
so far, but he's got a
Lefty,
chance
lefty,
to come through here in a
lefty
crucial
matchup.
spot.
Hit, oh my God! Well, it's popped up, so we get him out. That means Trevor Story's coming up, a guy who leads the league in home runs, and Dallas Keuchel has to face one of the best batters in
And
this
that brings
league.
in the power hitting
This is
shortstop
the
Trevor
pitch from
Story.
Dallas Keuchel, and it's
Looking
ball
to
one.
use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far.
0 for 3, so you know he's looking for a base hit.
Ready with the 1-0.
1-1.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Murphy
Dallas
at
Keuchel
second. Arenado
versus Trevor
on at
Story.
first with 2 down.
1-1 pitch. Popped up, and Dallas Keuchel wins the battle. Great job from Keuchel, and we get out of this inning. And Craig Kemble is probably really happy to see his teammate, Dallas Keuchel, get us out of this inning. Here comes Alex Verdugo 0 for 3. 0 for 3 is Verdugo. And here comes the first pitch, and that's strike one.
Such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
Here comes the 0-1.
There's the pitch from Dunn, and that's ball one.
And a curveball that he didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1.
45,164
As we near the end of this one, it's
people
clear
in
the
this
long
game
ball
in
has played a
attendance.
big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just
Ball one,
non-competitive
strike
pitches
two.
in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of
Yeah,
it.
you know, D-Row, one of the things
Verdugo
about
trying to
pitching
do
is
something.
you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't
Foul
on
that one
point.
off.
And what
Good job
happens
from
when that
Verdugo.
happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get
Hit
this
down
miss,
the
he's
left
gonna have
field
to
and
get that
foul.
ball a little bit further down.
Verdugo
Maybe
could have ended the 0 for 3
potentially
day with a
bounce
double right there. No. 0 for 3, 1-2 count. Strike 3 with the slider. Verdugo, great AB. Just struck out. And here comes Russell Martin, who's 1 for 3 with a double earlier in this game. He hasn't been too hot ever since then. But this is hit to right field, and this is carrying away from Blackman. Russell Martin on the run, and Russell Martin's going to get a double, another one for him. And that means Dallas Keuchel will be up. That means a pitch hit is going to come in. And it's going to be Justin Turner. I'm pretty sure he might be able to do a little something for us. But this means our bullpen's kind of closing them. And here comes Pedro Baez warming up in the bullpen. 0.71 ERA. Pretty sure he could do good in the bottom of the 8th here. Fouled off. Not a good swing.
Runs in scoring position here with 1 away.
Oh my God, 0-2. I'm calling time right now. All right, here we go.
Step out and ask for time.
0-2 count.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Ball
Tries
one
the
to
slider
Turner.
to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
One, 2 count to Turner. Oh my God, that was one to crush. This swung early. Ball 2, great take from Justin Turner.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
The 2-2. Lifted in the
Up
air
the
to
middle.
straightaway center.
Doesn't drop.
Is under it. He makes the
But
play.
Russell Martin
Runner
will
tags
tag.
and
Great
makes
at
for
bat
third.
from Justin Turner. Man, that at bat was looking so bad.
Go-ahead score.
So bad. And JT fought back.
So
Great
digging
AB.
in now,
Yes, that
Andrew
wasn't a
McCutcheon.
base hit, and
Terms
then
of
you
the
added an
lifetime
RBI,
head-to-head
but
with
it made Mike Dunn work.
He's hitless in 3 at
And it
bats.
kind of helped me out
That's in
to
the dirt
read
as he
Mike
takes
Dunn
the ball.
putting Turner out, because I know he likes throwing that slider in. Like, now I kind of know what Mike Dunn's about. It's a 1-1
Connect there
count.
on the breaking ball,
Like, it
1-1.
took me a while with
This is
Justin,
the
and I
stuff
thought
that
those ones
infuriates
off,
a
and then
manager. You have
then I
to
took
think
those
the game.
pitches
You
with
gotta know
JT,
he's
and
trying to pitch around you.
I feel like I
You
did
cannot
really
swing at
good,
that pitch out of the zone.
but I cannot be swinging at those
Right up the
pitches.
ladder that
1-2
time, and it's
count.
1-2.
Mike Dunn has
Trying
the
to
advantage
do
on
way too
McCutcheon.
much up there for what
Runner
I
at
can
third,
He
trying to
knows
get out of
that's
this
a
inning.
big run
2 outs.
standing there at third, but that swing
And that's
was
ball
way
2.
out of control. You still have to stay within yourself and look for your pitch.
McCutcheon came clutch in Arizona. Let's see if he can do it here in Denver.
2-2. Here it is.
Foul that
Neither
one
guy
off.
willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Fouled
Foul
away.
that one off is McCutcheon.
Get off me, ball. That ball's way too far inside. He's got to step out of the box right now and adjust his batting gloves, because he just got stung by a pack of wasps.
Another
And
foul ball
it's
from
fouled
McCutcheon.
away. He's set. The 2-2. Hit fairly well
Get
out
up the
towards
middle.
straightaway center.
This
Desmond
is
after
not
it,
gonna drop.
And he brings it down to end the inning.
Wow. I was hoping that would drop, but it didn't, as here comes Pedro Baez.
Pedro Baez.
0.71
ERA,
ERA, 25.1 innings. Man, he does, righties do better against Pedro Baez, I think, than lefties, if I read that right.
Yeah, Matty, and
There's a
hopefully he
strike
got it
one
out
on
of his
the
system.
corner.
Especially now, he's got to
Maybe
bear
it's different, I
down.
don't
He
know.
gets the 2 strikes in this
Pretty sure
spot.
it's different.
He has to put the ball in play.
That misses
1-1
wide.
to Desmond.
1 ball and 1 strike.
1-1 count to Ian Desmond. Here's the pitch from Baez, and that's
Had
ball
nibbled
2.
that corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Something in my eye, man. This is not needed right now.
Even
Strike
count of
one.
2-2 to Ian Desmond.
And there probably might be a part 2 to this video. Just so y'all know. It might be. I don't know. 2-2 count.
Swing
Strike
and a
3
miss
with
as he ran
Pedro
the
Baez.
fastball right by him for the first out.
Good job by Pedro.
And
And here comes Rafael Tapia. Another lefty. And that's exactly what they wanted. But they took out Chris Iannetta. Like,
Slider, and that's hit on the ground.
they took
towards
Iannetta
second.
out for a ground out.
And he'll whip this one over to first,
But
and
that's
he gets
probably
his
what they
man for
weren't
the
expecting.
second out.
But unfortunately that happened.
Tony
And
Walters
here comes Tony
will grab
Walters,
a bat,
another
hit
great
the
catcher for
pitcher.
the Rockies. So hitting 218. Here comes the first
Lifted
pitch.
in the air
That's
toward
fouled
the line
off.
and right. And foul. Batting
Walters
average
can
down
do
in the
damage.
low 210s.
0-1
Still
count.
without a home run, 9 driven in.
Still without a
And
home
they
run
go
on
away
this
here.
season.
It's a cold strike,
Trying to
nothing
crank his
in
first
2.
home run in this bottom
Hey,
of the
from an
8th.
offensive standpoint, you better get it ready.
0-2
This
pitch.
guy is not throwing a ton of pitches.
Strike
And
3
we'll have to leave it
inside,
there as
and
this
Tony
is strike
Walters
3,
watched
and
it.
that
Great
Jake
pitch right
McGee
there. And
will
here
be on
comes
the
Jake
mound to start
McGee
the ninth
pitching
inning, and his job will be
3.20.
keeping the ball
And
game
Tom
tied until
Murphy
the bottom half.
is catching.
Tom Murphy
What?
is into the ball game here as he
They have
takes
3
over
catches.
behind the plate.
Wow. And here
Stepping
comes
into the box,
David
David
Freese,
Freese.
2 for 3.
He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And
Great
we
pitch.
kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
He's going to
Great
need to
pitching
shorten
pitch.
up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Man, this game is crazy here in Denver.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
1-1 count.
Here's the 1-1 delivery.
Need a freeze ball. Strike one on the outside corner. Great pitch right there from Jake McGee. Man, he's pitching 3.20 and he's doing really good against David Freese. Has him in the pitcher count and that's fouled off. But man, Maeda, not a good game. 1-2. And they said I didn't go. Wow. That was an interesting call by the first base umpire. Said I didn't go, and I'll take it. 2-2 count. Here comes the pitch from McGee to Freese. And that's fouled off.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another
fouled off, man. This is a very intense game. And that's fouled off. The corner, outside corner pitch. And this time I'm getting contact. 2-2. McGee to Freese.
Look out.
All 3. With the slider way inside.
He's
and if you're Jake McGee, you don't want to sweat on David Freese. You don't want to put him something, give him something he could swing at.
Sometimes in these long epic at bats,
as he fouls that one off. You got Brandon Crawford on deck. If you're Jake McGee, you know our lefties struggle against the slider. So I'd rather walk David Freese than give him something to smash.
Now here's one hit in the air
and this is hit, and Garrett Hampson is going to make a nice play. Actually, great job from Jake McGee, but you know, as I was saying, that's just what I would have done. But you know, Jake McGee was able to do something that I thought he was going to be able to do, and obviously did freeze out after a 10-pitch at bat. Here was the first pitch from Crawford, and his ball 1 is Sun 1-0. He's warming up in the bullpen for the Colorado Rockies. Strike one with the slider.
A little too anxious there. 1-1.
Man, sliders kill our team. They've done that all season. Then start lefties mainly.
The 1-1 home. Misses. Ball 2.
A great
1
take
for
on
2,
that slider
I mean 1 for 4
right
is Brandon
But I'm
Crawford.
thinking
Hit
in
a
that
home run earlier
situation,
in
that
this
pitcher's
game
got to execute a little bit better. That was almost
to give us the lead earlier, 5-3.
Being
and then
outside,
the Rockies came out of nowhere and scored a bunch.
Right out of his hand.
And the last run we scored was Max Muncy off of a triple from Andrew McCutcheon. 3-1 count to Crawford.
3-1 pitch.
Strike 2, the fastball got me.
There's nothing better as a pitcher than throwing what should have been ball 4, but you're able to get a guy to chase after it anyway.
Strike 3 right down the middle. Oh my God, I was not expecting that. As here comes going to 2 for 4. He's about to be 2 for 5 with the way he hits.
Individual history against Jake McGee. He's a .333 hitter. He also has 1 home run.
Maybe I don't know.
Strikes to count.
Maybe I'll be able to crush him. Bro, I did not expect McGee to throw one right down the middle of the plate. Strike 1 to Bellinger.
1-1. McGee typically throws a lot of strikes coming in out of the bullpen, resulting in low walk totals, although he has been snake bitten by the home run ball at times in the past.
Strike 2 with the slider away.
Is not being afraid to attack the strike zone. With that said, he is prone to giving up the home runs. I think one of the cause of that, Matty B, he leaves a lot of pitches up in the strike zone. He needs to be down in the zone when he's
man, these Dodger teams really working on Jake McGee, but man, he's done really good, and I really feel like I made a couple mistakes with the Crawford AB.
Here it is. Hit hard
and Hampson's gonna make a nice play.
Hampson, go to Murphy, he'll take care of
21 pitches from McGee. Gets out of this inning cleanly.
Now in the box,
and the top of the order for the Rockies are coming up.
Things off here as we
Pedro
play the
Baez is
bottom
still
of
out there. That's strike 1.
Ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Already used my lefty Dallas Keuchel. So the righties are in the bullpen ready to go. This is a really hard lefty hitting team. The Rockies are with Blackman and
1-1.
Daniel Murphy.
Taken for strike 2.
A 1-2 count now to Garrett Hampson. 1-2 change up. Popped up and Andrew McCutcheon will be able to make this play. The ball is really carrying out, but it drops. That'll be 1 out.
The first out.
Somebody's warming up in the bullpen for the Rockies. I don't know who that is, and here comes Daniel Murphy. 3 for 4.
Murphy. He went deep back in the 5th.
He really killed it, and there was a pitch for him to take deep, but luckily he did not give that ball a ride. 0-1 count. Baez trying to get out of this inning.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Now a
Fouled
ball
off.
lined to the left side, but foul.
Great job right there from Pedro Baez. Here comes the slider.
And now
Strike 3 on the outside corner.
Third strike, and there are
Let's
2
go.
gone now.
Beautiful back
1 out away from taking this baby into extra innings in another free baseball game, maybe. And here comes Charlie Blackmon, who's 1 for 3.
Locked him up completely with that one.
Here comes the first pitch to Blackmon, and that's popped up, and now he's 1 for 4. And we're going to extra innings here on this Thursday game at Coors Field. Let's go. Great job.
Sun Hwan-Oh
And here
takes the
comes Sun
mound as he'll
Hwan-Oh,
be the first man to pitch
2.0.
here in extra innings.
2.1
Stepping into the
ERA.
box,
Pretty good.
comes in
And here
1
comes
for 2
Hernandez.
with that
Oh,
home run he hit earlier.
with pitch number 1 to Hernandez, and that's ball
Off the
1.
plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Man, the Rockies and, you know, even us, we've gone deep. We're not too deep in the bullpen, but we've used a lot of bullpen pieces, and that's why I'm trying to make my 8-0 work before I even throw it.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage.
Trying to make
I know you want to get
Baez
aggressive in the
work.
strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his
work
pitch.
A few innings, and he has, but I really wanted to throw him out there for a 3rd inning.
Into his
to
motion, here
face,
comes the 3
to
and
face
1.
Nolan.
Starts to go
That's
around here, but it
3-2.
doesn't matter.
What a
There's
pitch from
strike
Sun
2
Hwan-Oh
anyway.
on the corner.
Hey,
Well,
excellent
in the
job
middle
to
of
get
the zone,
yourself
but
back
like,
in this count after throwing
what do you
3
call that middle of the
consecutive
zone?
balls. You got a
Like,
chance to get
when
an
it's a
out right
strike.
here.
It's a
And
ball
possibly an
for
interesting development
Hernandez.
here. It's a leadoff walk to
And it's a
begin the
leadoff
frame in
walk,
extra
and here
innings.
comes Jock Peterson.
Now batting.
Who he could crank one into the stands and make it 8-6
Go ahead, run
Dodgers.
first.
And
Nobody
if
out.
that would happen, that means
Here's
Kevin
the first
Jansen's
pitch.
warming in the bullpen, and that's popped up.
Murphy moving to
Murphy,
his left.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a good arm, so
One down.
next pitch, I'm pretty sure I'm running. And here comes Verdugo, who, man, 0 for 4. The struggle is real. He's not doing too hot. Wow, they throw over, and they got Hernandez. Oh, my goodness. They get Hernandez at first, they pick him off, and Sun Hwan-Oh just got very lucky. This here comes Verdugo, and the first pitch to Verdugo was hit to left field, and now dropped down for a base hit. Verdugo,
is now 1 for 5 in the game.
1 for 5, gets a single, and I bet that felt really good for him to get a base hit, stretching out of the zone to get that hit, but he gets it. And here comes Russell Martin, and the pitcher spot up on deck. But and that means we're gonna warm up. Dylan Floro in the pen, 2.51 ERA. Let's see what he'll do here in Denver. But if Russell Martin gets out here, then that means another inning for Pedro Baez as he does get out. And I'll take it, man. I would rather have another inning with Pedro Baez than waste him. And he's only throwing 17 pitches. And there's a lot more under his wheel.
Hit hard to the right, but foul.
Strike 1 to Nolan Arenado. Strike 2, 2 for 3 Nolans, and all those hits have come to be big home runs in this game. Fastball high.
Spot on. This pitching staff is going to have to find a way
Foul ball.
to attack him a little differently.
Good job by Nolan being able to reach up and get that. As here comes the changeup from Baez to Arenado, and that's hit up the middle. And the winning run is at first. At least that hit was a single. At least it wasn't a bomb or a double. Or, you know. But here comes David Dahl. 0 for 4. And here comes the first pitch, and this is hit. And Verdugo on the run. And Verdugo is going to be able to make a play. for the first out. So 1 out, and here comes Trevor Story, who's a very good competitor. But he's 0 for 4. Gotta be careful though. Decent fastball. Ball 1. Great take from Trevor Story. I wonder how the outfield is playing. I want the outfield playing deep.
Bat up at the plate, the
no
manager
doubles.
wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't
Ball
want
2.
anything over their heads here. 2-0 now.
Anything into the gap with the doubles defense, I don't think no one could get home.